There she was with her tickle bitties.
Now we're recording.
There we go.
Nice. All right, guys, back for another week. Had a GT. I don't even know why Duncan's on anymore. He doesn't even play real 40K.
Dude, I literally played in December, and then I haven't been able to since then. That's it.
And Tabletop Simulator's not gonna fucking count after a bit, man. It's gonna be like,
I'll try, but if there's tournaments on Sundays and shit, I'll be able to go. But I fucking work on Saturdays, so
you could make a trip another day. You come up
I
on a
could.
Sunday and pick some games up, or go pick up some games with some scrubs up at Smallville.
I planned on it actually coming up on Sunday sometime, but I also have this urge to not play Blood Angels anymore.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fair.
know what. I actually kind of. I told him that I'd never come back to him, but I feel this urge to come back to chaos for some reason.
All right, I'll see you on the bottom tables. So, so back at you guys hear that? If you're watching on YouTube, you can see who it is. If you're listening in, Duncan back again. You guys heard the declaration here. Back for another week. Dan Salmons making orcs great again, and he's shaking his head. He's agreeing. And Sean, best thighs in 40K Dilly.
What's up?
What did you go 3-2 at the GT?
4-1.
4-1. Okay, just checking.
Jeez. Ooh, that kind of hurts already. Ugh.
So
That's like walking up to somebody and purposely pronouncing their name wrong or calling the wrong name.
you know I do something like that. I don't know why you're acting like this is a shock. So. Yeah, Dan went 4-1 at the GT. Sean went 4-1 at the GT. Dan had to play one of his dojo partners for the finale. We'll get into it and all the drama leading up to it soon.
Prediction came through.
Prediction came through. So Cookie got a well-earned GT under his belt with his custody shenanigans. And then, of course, Spiky Bidslice writes a list or writes an article and has no idea what actually happened on those tables. So let's start out. I guess we obviously know Duncan's not getting any other games in. So Sean, Dan, you guys got anything other than GT, or you guys just been in chill mode?
I played a game. Played a game yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. Just switched up the list. Wanted to do Warp Time Morty and against some more Eldar players.
How's Warp Time Morty working?
He's a rocket. He just flies off the board. I mean, he got killed turn 1 just because Jinx plus Doom on top of Morty.
So,
Kills him,
he still has the Heretic Astartes keyword, or how is this working out?
Yeah, he still has it.
Okay, so they didn't exchange all the bubonic Astartes
He has
for
that
Heretic.
too.
Oh, I see. Is it just him, or all Death Guard have
It's
that?
all Death Guard. They have both.
That's
Come on,
whack.
you know they weren't gonna write some chaos jank without letting you suit. That's it's the chaos way. Yeah, I got.
I'm saying that now, and now I'm like second guessing myself. Like, I think they all have it.
I was just curious.
Yeah, Morty has it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And I got a league night game in last night with Alex, and one of us got tilted, and it wasn't me. So Alex isn't here to defend himself, so I'm not gonna say too much about it. But we had a good time. He's playing his I guess Sanguinary Guard spam with his Omega Sakarans and his Redemptors.
Every other Space Marine player.
Yeah, and Omega Sakarans are way underpriced, man. Those things for what they do. That's why I make sure and kill them first. So and that's all the dojo I've gotten, and I got to sit around and watch you fools play 5 games at Wizards. So I do want to talk about the Death Guard stuff. Now that we've kind of seen the book out, we've seen the reviews. Where are you guys thinking they're gonna fall? What are you guys seeing as far as looks like you can do Deathwing, you can do Raven Guard, shenanigans. There's actually going to be some builds. I think what we're going to see is a detachment of Raven Wing and a detachment of not Death Guard, Death Company, and
No, Death Wing.
or whatever the fuck. Man, it's whiskey tired, so it's Deathwing.
All the wrong names.
Death something. So, and I don't know. That's what it's looking at when I looked at that book as far as what builds are, and some pretty strong stuff. But I'll quit rambling on that. Dan, what's your take so far on that?
It's a B.
A B?
Yeah.
B.
It's I mean, it's got very powerful stuff, but it is also slow as shit. So, it can get zoned out really easy. I don't think it plays scenario all that well. The lists are fucking tiny. So you look at like Cookie's Custode list, probably got, I don't know, 25, 30 models, but he's got a lot of guns.
Right.
But you're playing Deathwing heavy, you got like 30-ish models with no guns, and you don't have any ways to advance and charge, so you're just walking across the board very slow. So I think they're one of those that looks good on paper, and I think they'll be a strong book, but they're not going to be like, I don't think they're going to be dominating everything.
Okay, that's fair. What's your take, Sean? What are you seeing?
I mean, I haven't really looked too much into leagues, but just from the hype they're getting, I think they'll probably get maybe top 2 of the Space Marine picks. I think between them and I mean, I would say White Scars, but I think they're gonna lose a little favor with the Death Guard and then Dark Angels being out right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure Space Marines are top tier really anymore. They're
No.
I think they're 1 or 2 books away from being towards the top of the pack. I know a lot of people won't like that or buy into that, but I don't know if they're out getting the games to see how the meta's shaping up in some ways.
Yeah, but it's not a bad book by any means. It's definitely playable.
No, it's not a bad book. It's playable. I just don't think it's the top of the tricks. Honestly, kind of what I'm seeing is, I think some of the old stuff that hasn't been updated for 9th still has some propensity for being abused. And until we see all the armies on the level playing field, it's going to be kind of a weird picture from month to month. So, man, you guys are fucking tired tonight, man. Nobody's excited. What's wrong with you guys? What are you building,
Dark
Dan?
Angels are boring. Some Reavers.
Some Reavers. Yeah, speaking of which, there was some an FAQ inside the FAQ. So if you're doing Pimp My FAQ.
Well, not even that. The funny part is last night I was looking at the app, and I was putting Reavers in there, just trying to see what a Drakari list looks like, and they were 20 points last night in the app.
Oh.
So and then today someone's like, oh, they updated points. I was like, motherfucker, because I looked at the app. I downloaded it last night for the points, just to be like, oh, why does the app say they're 20? And then pulled up the download of the thing last night, and it was like, no, they're still 10. So then all of a sudden it got changed today. But
so how many Reavers did you buy before the points came back to Earth?
I only bought 15.
Only 15. Jesus.
Just for 3 units of 5. So
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a Dark Eldar collection. I don't have like Reavers or Hellions. So
What army do you not have?
I don't have that much. I mean, right now I sold all my Chaos stuff. That way I don't have to buy Morty. So, what would I got? I've Orcs, Drakari, and then we got Sisters and Space Marines and Knights. That's mostly what I've got right now.
You got some Custodes in there, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a little smattering of Custodes, a little smattering of Guard, but not enough to build like a full army out of. So.
Yeah, I've got enough Custodes models that I could play 2,000 points, but it's just going to be some jank. It's not going to be a real army.
Yeah.
So I am liking what I played last night though. Those suckers are durable as fuck, man.
And you got the teleporting boy, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to pull it off last night though.
Ugh.
Cookie, you want to know it? Did he tell you what he did against Tyler DeVries in the tournament?
I'm not sure he did. I talked to Cookie a little bit yesterday, but we didn't talk much about his old games. We're talking new tech.
Yeah, so I know against Tyler DeVries,
Dan, you locked up.
He moved his bike captain up. You there?
You're the only one stuttering. I think you're back
Can
now.
you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Oh, okay. So what he did with that bike captain against Tyler, basically, I believe, is he moved him up turn 1. Tyler moved up, and then after Tyler's charge phase, he what did he do? He swooping dived the bike captain in, and then teleported that guy in. So just delivered him across the field and at the end of turn 1, basically, right in Tyler's back line, and started beating on things. So
Dude, I was watching that dude. That dude was putting in some work against your guys, man.
Oh, dude, his two captains not dying is what kept him in that game.
Yeah.
So
that that's what happened against Alex last night. He swung a bunch of sanguinary guard at that one captain, and I did tank some saves and left that dude with 1 wound on him, and the salt began to flow. I was like, I'm not even mad, man. So.
Yeah, 3 up invul with 9 wounds and a 5 up feeling of pain is not easy to pick up.
Oh, that was the other captain. This was the.
Oh, just the Terminator?
The on foot captain. So.
God damn.
And then, what happened was, so I had a chance. I YOLO'd that shield captain out there, and I had a dreadnought. There's Alex.
Oh,
what up?
Yeah, I forgot it was Thursday.
Just in time, he was talking mad shit about your game.
Not. It was like we summoned. So I had a chance to use the gimmick, but I didn't use the gimmick. I moved a shield captain up. And I was going to try and charge Alex's Dreadnought and some Vanguard vets he had with it. And then, like I said, I failed a rerollable 7-inch charge against it. I was like, well, that's fucking cool. And then Alex got some Blade Guard and his nasty-ass Sword Captain into the Shield Captain on bike. And then the Sanguinary Guard into some Custodians. And I heroically intervened with that captain instead of teleporting him. Because if those Custodians would have fell, like Alex would have had Sanguinary Guard up my butthole into my Exorcist. So, like, I felt like he needed to be where he was at instead of teleporting him. And, like I said, Alex swung at him, left him with 1 wound. And I paid to interrupt with the shield captain on bike, and the motherfucker killed Alex's captain. So it was like, oh shit, okay. So
yeah, left him on 1 wound because he passed fucking 7 out of 10 4-up invulnerables because that was the game, right?
There we go.
And then killed my captain because I needed to roll 2 4+s on 5 dice and couldn't fucking do that, right? So.
Yeah, and I rolled 5 wounds on him, so homeboy went home.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Sean, Alex is throwing some leg up in the camp.
I know, I see that. The day I wear jeans.
Yeah, no, it was fun though. I don't know, man. I do think there's going to be a trend of there's going to be a point where some stuff in old books is going to get abused for a while, and I just hope that the codexes address it at some point in time.
Like, shoot, if they're coming out the pace that the Dark Angel book came out, was it pre-orders the week after Death Guard or something like that?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't get any glory.
Yeah. So what's do we know what's after Drukhari, or are they even teased or hinted?
I don't think so. I think
they have,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've done enough just bullshitting, I guess, and shooting the shit. Now Alex is here. Let's talk a little bit about the GT. Alex tried to set his house on fire again.
Yep.
So
again.
You don't remember when he tried to set his old house on fire with Mephiston? Or no, Mephiston. It was
the Iron Hands dude.
Iron Hands dude.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, where Pharos was melted?
Yeah.
Oh. There's a pyromaniac over here.
Yeah, I guess.
So Alex is dying to go out in a pyre someday, I guess. But
yes.
So Wizard GT, we had initially 30, and we had 2 drop right after round 1 pairings, and there was no shenanigans. They just they didn't want to play. So went to 28 people. Holy shit! There's Ben the Butcher.
We're all here.
The gang is all here.
I thought I was the one that was usually
Looks
late.
like Dan's blowing somebody, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
I asked him if he wanted to move his camera or if we're going to look at his widow's peaks all night, and he didn't budge, so whatever's down there is important.
Reavers.
So, Wizards GT, just in time, Ben. So, Ben, you walked away 4-1 also, didn't you?
Yep.
So, Ben was 4-1, Sean was 4-1, Dan was 4-1. Pretty good outing for everybody. I basically babysat all weekend and played. So, round 1, Dan, the luckiest motherfucker in the universe, Salmons, gets matched up with Tao. Was that right?
Yep.
How was that Tau game? Do I even need to ask?
It was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
It was over like 3 turns, I think. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, I asked him if he knew what I listed. He's like, vaguely. I was like, I outshoot you, and I did. So, I went first, which helped. So the plane blew up and probably did like 25 mortal wounds to him. So,
because it's how.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty brutal. I just nothing too much to talk about there. Tower and
busted nut.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Hey,
Tower in a sad spot.
I need to update Alex and Ben. Duncan came on this motherfucker earlier and announced that he's going back to Chaos. So
I'm thinking.
Oh, well, that's retarded.
Yeah.
Why? Nah.
Okay, why are you going back to Chaos?
I didn't say
Morty.
what Chaos faction. It could
Right,
be Dark. It
why
could
are
be
you
Dark
going
Angels.
back
It
to
could be Death Guard. We just
Oh,
don't-
I see. I see what you're doing.
They got a new book, and now there's a new chick in town, and you want to plant your seed in the new chick. I get it.
Yeah, just like anybody would, right?
Yeah, but she's standing there with a sign that says you got to be 5'8" to ride this ride.
Hey man, I'll put some platform shoes on and I'll be 5'8" anytime.
Oh man! All right, Ben.
The other guy?
Ben, so what'd you have game 1?
Devin, you got it.
I got 3 lynxes with a shitload of harlequins on foot.
That's
And
one of
I gotta tell you, that list caught me by surprise for a couple of times. But I mean, I had a devastating charge turn 2, and I pretty much broke his back, so he wasn't coming back from that.
Dude, those links are not bad for the points.
Oh, those are undercosted for their points too.
Yeah, they are.
So I think my Terminator charge, I killed 13 harlequins, a farseer, a lynx, and 2 hornets.
Yeah.
And after that charge, he was just done.
Jesus Christ.
Duncan, have you not seen what my Terminators can do? Bro, I will make you my bitch.
Why are you surprised, Duncan? I've killed like 1,400 points on a
I
charge
know,
for
but
Blood Angels.
God
Why is that even kind
damn.
of surprising?
It
I'm
just-
gonna give you all a hint. Duncan ain't been on the table in a while.
Yeah,
It just,
no shit.
the sound
Oh, he's
of
been
it.
on the table, just not the Warhammer table, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
that's right.
What about yourself?
It's the best.
Stay your lane, Duncan.
All right.
I don't know how I feel about the efficacy of Harlequins on foot. I feel like they disappear way too quick.
Yeah. It's
You're
funny.
not wrong.
Sean brought up this point today about all the like the faction specific Facebook groups. Like if you want the worst advice on how to build a list,
it's terrible.
That's where you should go. And I'm in like the Craft World Eldar list, and then there's like another like Eldar play group that I'm in, and you see like the list advice, and that's what they're all offering. Like all these dudes are like, you bring this, and then bring this detachment of Harlequins on foot because they flip belts 4-up, just. And I'm like, bro, like you guys, I don't know.
Hey, I got this really cool unit. It's out of the Dark Eldar Codex. It's called a rack. It has a 4-up too. It's 8 points. I don't care that it doesn't do anything. It can do actions, and you can make it P5.
It's
And it
got a
can come
fucking
back.
feel no pain
Weird.
and a tie to traders gimmick. So
Funny enough, so this game has these things. They're called bolters, and
yes,
it turns out they kill Harlequins real fucking quick.
especially not in the clown cars. So
Yeah, it's
all right. So
people are
Dan
silly.
round 1 had Tau. Ben got to fuck up some pointy-eared stuff. I did like the links though. I think the links are cool. They're
He
kind
went
of
4-1. So
Did he go 4-1?
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like he had some pretty other good games. Connor McCormick, was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good dude. Sean,
That's
would you
for
have?
not taking Black Templars, Connor. I saw you playing Black Templars at Midmo, and now you didn't. That's what happens. You
I
get
saw-
the Crusade bus.
I saw Connor nearly kill himself the weekend I got hit with a snowplow. Apparently, he's highly allergic to nuts. So
Oops.
that's who that was, Duncan. Remember the dude at New Year's Knockout that had to go to the
I
fucking
do.
hospital?
I'm pretty sure I played him.
Yeah. So someone gave him some cookies with some nuts, and he about died. So
It's really a whole inside joke. Like he does something before every tournament. Once he fell down a pair of stairs and knocked himself out and couldn't go to an RTT. And,
What the fuck?
yeah.
man. So, what'd you have? I interrupted, Sean. Sorry about that, man.
I had some Necrons. I went up against Necrons. It was some Scorpec destroyers. It was a bunch of heavy destroyers, and it was Silent King and some Scarabs, pretty much. And
who was it?
It was Trenton's
Sample.
Sample. It is Sample. Yeah.
He
Guy.
poor Trenton. Trenton's gonna be good if he ever gets his shit together and sticks with an army someday. But right now,
yeah. It was either at the beginning or the end of the game. He goes, "I thought you were TOing." I said, "Well, I was planning on it, and then I needed another player."
Yeah, I'm glad you guys came.
That's my fault.
So, yeah, if Alex would have showed you, been
kind of my fault in that I woke up and smelled burning fireplace. So
I would have just ignored it, but
Yeah, it'll work itself out.
Yeah,
I would have woke up late and I would have been like, "Oh shit, I gotta go."
I'm gonna go ahead and not do that on my 6-figure investment. Thanks.
Yeah.
I get that.
But no, I caught him with the Foul Blight spawn. You don't charge aura.
Yeah,
he was in range for within 3 inches, so one unit was fighting last. Yeah. So 3 Death Shrouds, killed 5 Scorpec destroyers.
How did Morty versus Silent King work out?
Well, Morty died, but Morty took 2 whole rounds of shooting, and then the Silent King in combat to kill him.
Okay.
And then I turned around and just pretty much mortal wounded him off the table after that.
What else were you running? Like, just quick.
It's 2 Plague Casters. It was 3 10-man Poxwalkers, 3 3-man Death Shrouds. It was Foul Blight Spawn, Tally Man, and the Bell. And then it was Drone with Flesh Mower, and 2 Blaper Scrawlers. I think that's it.
Sounds about right.
No, Space Marines?
I didn't say Mortarian.
Nope.
Oh, Plague Marines.
Plague Marines are like not good actually.
I thought you had to take Plague Marines to take Poxwalkers.
You can do it with Terminators.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why there's no reason to take Plague Marines, because Death Shroud are just so much better for the points.
And then if all you're needing is a footprint to sit on objective, Poxwalkers are where it's at. So
yeah, they don't go away that quick either.
Yeah. So game 1, game 2. I don't know. I can't remember anybody's matchups. Let's start with you, Sean. What'd you have?
I had Mark, I believe. I think I played Grey Knights. Mark
Newson.
Yeah.
Good dude. Preacher man.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Just kind of screened him out of my backfield for the most part. I mean, Wardy somehow survived that entire game. He just marched up one side of the board and just did Curse of the Lepers and just sliced through everything. And then the other half of the board was Death Shroud Terminators walking through everything. And then I had some pretty solid shooting against his Paladins, and he had some pretty poor rolls against my shooting against the Paladins.
Well, you've got the entropy cannons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Mark because Grey Knights were good for like 2 months.
Yeah.
and then they went right back down the toilet.
Yeah, it was a fun game though. It was absolutely a fun game.
I always have a fun game with Mark. So good dude. All right, what'd you have game 2, Ben?
I had Nick Weiss.
Okay.
And with his AdMech and Knight Castellan. Man, that Castellan still claps. That Castellan killed like 90% of my army.
Really?
You don't really have a good answer to it, right? Other than walk up and hit with Terminator.
Yeah, well, I opted the other option where I killed everything else around the Castellan.
Yeah.
I'm just like, shoot me, ooga booga. But
hey, why aren't you saying something about him being in 2017 meta, Brian?
They went down on points. Your opinion's invalid till you get some dojo in.
Oh, okay.
But I had another monster charge go off in this game where I killed 5 Dragoons, 2 Doom Crawlers, and an Armiger, and then I was able to tag Call and Tenacious Assault him, and that kind of just sealed the deal the whole game there.
I just do not like Dragoons. I think they're too many points for what they don't do.
Me and Nick talked after the game, and I told him, like, if you had just put your Dragoons in front of your entire army and not let me combo charge everything, you probably would have had a better game. But since he didn't do that, I was able to just kind of take over the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Iron Striders are 10 points cheaper, and they shoot. I think they're just better than Dragoons.
Yeah, the Dragoons only -1, so my 1-up save Terminators also did not give a crap, even if they did live.
Yeah.
Ooh, smooching.
I got some smooches. Dude, I'm definitely way out of my league on that one. So
Everyone knows it. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's no secret. I won the titty lottery.
That's what you want to call it. All right.
Yes.
That's appropriate.
Well, you don't remember Monkey 2019, so it was.
He wasn't there.
He was not there. I forgot about that.
Oh, that was a fucking trip, bud.
Yeah. Alex was there. I had my eyes closed, but I could hear his voice.
Sure enough.
So Ben, that was your game 2. What'd you have, Dan? Game 2.
I had David Armand, Space Wolves.
Okay.
Air quote Space Wolves.
Hey man. Hey, it ain't my fault that
that's strength of schedule. Oof.
Hey, that's a top homebrew list.
I
okay?
literally
that's
had
a top homebrew list.
I think Cookie said that I had the highest strength of schedule.
Sure. I think Cookie might have read something weird. But...
Of the top 4 players, I picked 3 of them.
Did you do it day 2? Because you sure didn't do it day 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta take a nice, easy road.
Hey, and Sean brought up a point. What the fuck is a homebrew list, anyways? What the fuck is it? So,
that doesn't even.
I don't know.
Spiky Bits got not
right?
1, but 2 articles out of Wizards GT. The first one was top 3 army list where they only put 2. And then
that was my favorite.
And then
Are you fucking kidding?
Nope. Yeah. And then they said Dan brought his scrap jets for aerial support, which was awesome. And then the trikes, which he didn't have in the list. And then the other one was the top 2 homebrew list from Wizards GT, and one of them was Armand's Space Wolves list. I wonder if homebrew means jank, if it means they thought it was junk and they wondered how the guy did that. But...
You're leaving out that I was the other one, Bam.
Oh, were you? Fuck, I didn't. That makes it even funnier.
Did you read
now.
Ben always gets a shout out though because
it's counter meta.
I think once I saw fucking Dave's list, I kind of laughed about it and just started dropping it in the chats. But I didn't realize Ben was the second one until just now. Oh, Alex got something else on fire.
Yeah.
So what they say about your list? I guess I didn't read the whole article.
Oh, nothing. They just didn't get how it works. It's all good.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, all those articles I think are just cut, paste, drop. And there's obviously no editor, but people click on it and they get the money for the ads. So good on them, I guess, man.
It wouldn't even take that much just to message the fucking person and be like, "Hey, just a little bit of journalism."
No. Spiky bitch knows I won't fucking talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. I don't think that's what they're going for. I think they're absolutely going on just getting clicks and interaction with it. They don't care if it's accurate, if it makes sense, or if it actually helps anybody. It's just it's there for statistics, I guess. But so that was I lost track of where we're at. Where we at?
Round 2.
Dan's round 2, which he said he played Space Wolves. So round 3, what'd you have, Dan?
I had Dilly.
Oh, I'm still waiting for you to have a real game day 1.
Me too.
Oh, god damn. You got your record wrong. Now he's doing this.
Bam wanted to dodge me, so he put me in the tournament. Is what happened.
Is that what it was? Yeah. How'd that game go, guys?
It went well for him.
Yeah. I went first, so
on hammer and anvil.
On a hammer and anvil.
And 3 objectives in his half, so it's
lots
of things. Yeah.
I just shot the shit out of Morty and brought him down to 6 wounds, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then turn 2, you moved up and plinked off some wounds. I don't know if you killed anything really on your first
flyer.
turn.
I think I killed a flyer.
Yeah, you killed I killed the second flyer. And then Morty then ate most of my army shooting the following turn. But the big thing is the 2 war bosses went across the field and charged both of his Plagueburst crawlers, and just kind of shut down his shooting. And I think that was kind of it right there.
Yeah.
So he just got stuck fighting and cleaning off his Plagueburst crawlers, and couldn't really get across the board as he was getting pounded. So. Yeah.
So
It's about what I
how'd
expected
you
going
whittle
up
Morty
against
down?
it.
How did I whittle Morty down?
Yeah, just
Shot
The
him a lot.
DACA.
lots of
DACA.
DACA.
Lots
Yeah.
of shooting.
I mean,
Well,
did you
and-
focus on him, or did you worry about other things first? What'd you
No,
do?
he only shot
I
him.
literally shot Morty for the first, entire first turns. All I shot him, and then most of the second turn, I think he ate most of shooting.
I think he had like 3 or 4 mech guns left at the end of Morty dying.
Yeah, I think maybe a couple. So, but no, it was. It still took. My army has a lot of guns, and it still took almost 2 full turns to kill that fucker.
Yeah.
So
I think if I went first and I got my asthma up first turn, he's alive a little bit longer. So
yeah, and it comes down. There's a lot. My new list isn't worried about that, but my old list definitely. My asthma makes the mega tracks a lot less appealing, and it puts the weight on those shock jumps to bring him down. So and the mech gun.
So day one, you had 1 real game. Is that what you're telling us?
All right, 3 real games.
Okay. So what was your game 3, Ben? What'd you have?
Dark Angels.
Was that Delang?
That was Delang.
Yeah, that's a lot to chew through. It's beatable though. How'd that game go?
I mean, my Terminators killed 30 Terminators. So, I mean, triple my points in the Terminators. I mean, I don't take anything away from Delang tactically. There isn't any tactics to that game when we fight in the middle for 3 turns, 4 turns.
Basically 2.
I got the charge off, and then I was able to whirlwind. He didn't have a whirlwind, and that was one of the big things, is that I was able to dictate how the fights went. So, not having the whirlwind is big. He had Redemptive Dreadnoughts, which I have learned I'm not the biggest fan of because of their inconsistency. They're either not enough attacks in close combat, or the plasma rolls at 1 or 2 shots when I need them to do 3+
That's exactly
shots.
what Alex did last night. He rolled 1 on both the Redemptors, I think, on 2 turns, and used a CP on 1 into another 1. So it was.
So they're okay, and you know what? As far as the other Space Marine shooting goes, they're probably one of the better things because they actually have close combat, and they're -1 damage, so they're not bad.
There isn't a lot that fills their niche, right? Like they fit a spot really, really well, even if they are a little inconsistent. I sort of agree with you on that.
Yeah, I just wish they were more consistent,
Yeah.
But so we fought over the middle, and I think he underestimated my Vanguard vets a little bit and expected the 5-man Terminator squad to kill them. Well, the Vanguard vets killed them with pretty much the ease of anything. I think I blissed 4 of them dead when I charged the Vanguard vets in, so that was pretty much when it broke his back. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. What broke his back is when he charged me after I killed 7 of his Deathwing Knights on the first charge with his second squad, and then I ended up killing 6 of them or 7 of them before they could swing because I had whirlwinded them the previous turn. I think that's when his back broke, when he went from 20 Deathwing Knights down to 5 in 1 turn. So he also rolled piss poor on some of his saves, which I've been there. It sucks. But that's what you get for running elite armies. You roll bad saves, you lose games.
Be a hero or a zero.
Yep.
All right, so game 3. What'd you guys think about the mission selection day 1?
It's good.
Yeah.
I tried to mix it up. I tried to watch where I was putting the domination ones. And day 1, the first mission, I was hoping there would be enough points to be scored to get some separation for people. And then
I think you accomplished that.
Yeah, and then day 4 was going to be Men from the Boys, round 4. So, round 4, what'd you have, Sean?
Round 4, I had Armand with Space Wolves, so.
I think your comment was many dicks into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically, that's 100% what happened. I mean, I think he killed probably 2 Death Shrouds, I think, maybe, and some Poxwalkers the entire game. It was not a good time for him.
Yeah, Ben heard the conversation with me and Dave, and Dave wants to play Space Wolves, but he's not doing anything to capitalize on anything that's good within Space Wolves, and that's the weird thing about his list. Those, the Terminators don't cost mortals anymore. The Long Fangs just, I think, are too expensive for what they do. There's other things if you're going to play Space Wolves that you should be doing that he's not doing. So, and like I said, he's got a plan. He's got an idea for his list. It's just, it doesn't, like, with the shit he has, he might as well just play another chapter. It's just not that good.
Yeah, through my saves, his 15 missile launchers.
Yeah.
Did, I think, 3 or 4 wounds to Morty.
Yeah.
See, that's where I would have touched it. The fact that he's running missile launchers.
Right.
I'll take -2 all day. I'll sit and cover and have a 2-up. Sure. Bring the rain.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, that's, again, like, I didn't even point out the long fangs with missile launchers. It's just ridiculous, so. But, all right, I guess we got the look at Dan over there smirking in the corner.
Wait, I can sum up the next game.
Oh, you can you?
Yeah. So, hang on, let me preface this. For those who don't know, we figured out the night before that it was going to be Ben versus Dan, top table, day 2. So, that's we spent all Saturday night with that anticipation to roll in for round 4 to have some Ben versus Dan. So, I'll turn it back over to you guys now.
Yeah, I mean, I came, I saw, I conquered.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, it's a fair statement, you know. Go buy some lottery tickets, would you? I mean,
Hey, Dan,
we talked about this after the game. Ben has, like, literally the worst record against me. Like, I think I've gone first against Ben, like, the last 5 times we played. And
we've only played 5 times, for the record.
Yeah. But, I mean, that matchup with the Orcs going first, I think, is especially brutal.
Yeah.
So,
did you go second at all that tournament?
the last game.
Oh, the one you lost.
Yeah, the one he lost, he was second. Go figure.
Convenient.
So those were looking a little bit more insight. I had a couple of key rolls fail me that needed to not, or I needed Dan to fail one more save where he did not, and that happened at like 4 different locations.
Like leaving one grot alive.
One grot alive, or failing to wound a mech gun twice when I needed to wound it only twice. It didn't have a save. With 4 hits, and I didn't wound it twice. Same with the shock jump dragsta, and then like my inceptors came down and only put 6 wounds on a plane, and so he was able to blow up again. Just a combination of that kind of stuff just kind of snowballed to where I just couldn't come back from it.
Well, you had like one guy, I think I killed like 4 Crusaders in a squad, and the last guy failed the morale check and ran away.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was 5 primary. That just
Yeah.
evaporated to a 6.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if you could say that anything like went right in that game for you.
Yeah.
Like, it was bad.
My Terminators would have broken out of combat had I actually rolled decent to wound, and that would have been a huge thing because I would have had a lot. They would have been able to kill some stuff that actually came and killed me later on.
Well, when I saw you devout push those Termies down the right side of the board, I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be good." And then next thing I know, I see you throwing dice, and I'm like, "Oh."
I was just thinking, it was like the 5th thing that didn't go my way, and it was like took bad, like rolling extremely poorly for it to happen. I just lost my shit.
The only thing that was above average in your entire army was your whirlwind not dying.
I know, that was the only saving grace I had. That whirlwind was like, "Fuck you."
Yep. Ben did the strat for smokescreen on it, and he had like just a one whirlwind with like, I don't know. I think I blew up on it at least once, and so it was down to like 10
blew up on it twice. You did 6 wounds to it.
Yeah, so
well,
it was
I
almost...
made a feel no pain twice, so I did 4 wounds to it.
Yeah, but it was a wounded whirlwind, so no invul or anything like that. I'm like, I'm just gonna kill it, and I'll kill all his characters, and then it just didn't die. So it just is like, I've got this. I'm gonna protect all the chaplain and Grimaldus and Hellbricht, and I think it lived.
I think the funniest part about that game is we were talking about our game previously, and I said, my chaplain is going to kill your super boss. And then everybody was making fucking fun of me. Dan, what happened?
My boss killed your chaplain.
Yeah, but what happened first?
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, my chaplain killed your fucking boss. That's what happened.
I don't remember how my boss got wounded and was down to like 2 wounds left.
My fucking Terminators beat the shit out of him.
Well, you shot him with some guns too.
Yeah, I did one.
Yeah. Oh, you muted yourself.
Ben, you muted yourself.
So
I don't know how I did that.
No, because I think one went through in the Terminator, so I was like, okay. And then next turn, you just shot some random bolters at him, put a couple wounds on him, and dropped him down to.
That's what I'm saying. You made your Melta save, though. I put a Melta.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
The chaplain put a wound on him with the bolters, and then the Crusaders threw a grenade and also boltered, pistoled you. That's right. The Crusaders did 2 wounds to him. Remember?
Yeah, that's where then he got down. Because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna die because I had like 5 wounds left, and then all of a sudden he's down to 2, and the bike chaplain runs in and bonks him. So it was
Just saying.
Yeah. Other than that guy and your whirlwind, it just was bad. So
yeah.
I think our game at Minbo was definitely the closest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Just dice weren't a huge factor in that one, I don't think.
No. Well, just the one Vanguard vet living, which probably cost me the game, but that's one roll. That's not like 7.
But no, it was a good game.
Look at
I think
that. You alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of we were talking about earlier. That's kind of one of the problems I have with Marines right now is because, like your list had attack bikes and Inceptors, which are kind of the 2 better of the shooting options for Marines, but they're just. I don't think you need a lot of guns, but they need something a little better to like reach
Omegas?
out. I don't like. I mean, they're good, but they cost a CP, which kind of sucks. So, but I don't know what Marines do to shore up that.
There was a motherfucker there
running.
running.
I played a Death Guard list with 3 CP. I went 5-1 with it. You don't need CP.
I like CP.
Okay, non-Marine playing bitch.
Yeah.
I need at least 6.
Yeah, it's true. Now let's get. So you guys going into round 5. Yes, Ben, what'd you have for your matchup round 5?
Got Sasser and his Death Guard.
How'd that game go? I didn't get to catch much of that.
It was good. It was a great game. He got to go first and did a little bit of damage. Killed a lot of my attack bikes actually right away. But my ultimate plan ended up working out. I took Oath Moment because I knew against Nurgle we were going to be fighting in the middle because there was an objective there.
Right.
So, but the first thing is that he had 2 Plague Burst Crawlers up on the top side of the board, and I'm like, okay, if I get a good devout, I'll get a devout push out of this rune. If I get a good advance roll, I can get over there, and I can probably bonk one of them dead. If I get a really good roll on my charge distance, I can get 2 of them dead. And I got a good roll on my charge distance, and I killed them both. So that little extra boost right there probably won me the game. Because it was close. It was like 94-70. But all it would have taken is like the Terminators getting gummed up for one more turn up there, and that would have been probably game. Because it would have taken me one more turn to get over to the center. Yes. But the being 2 Plague Burst Crawlers down after round 1, Scott did what he could, and he ended up not being able to pull it off because his Mytholytic Bite Haulers got caught in my Terminators for the rest of the game. Yeah. So.
What do you think of his list? He made a run with the not Morty Death Guard list. What do you think about it?
I think if you take a Morty, he's souped because the -1 toughness isn't like the biggest thing for him because he's already strong as hell. But if you're doing big, like anything other Death Guard, you need to be pure Death Guard, but no Morty. I think if you're going pure Death Guard, no Morty. I think it's too many points.
Yeah. All right. So what was your round 5, Sean?
I had Dan Cornwell as Morty matchup.
Yep.
He had the Word Bearers Patrol, the Warp Time. He had Demons with the Lord of Change, almost unkillable, and then Mortarion was like the big
Dan
thing.
actually had a pretty well designed list. I liked his list.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was a better design list than what I was running.
That was a cookie special.
Yeah.
Was it?
Came up literally as the lists were due. They made up that list. So.
Nice.
I just think, having Warp Time and Death Hex on Morty or with Morty is extremely strong.
Yeah, I owe Cookie dinner, man, because Cookie checked all the lists. Like, I think he likes that shit, but like Cookie went through and checked all the lists for the GT to make sure they were valid. And that dude likes to deep dive into people's shit, man. So he is an asset, man. I owe that dude a supper. But anyways, go ahead, man. Sorry.
You're good. But yeah, I basically knew what was going to happen with my Morty, so I was trying to play the slow his Mortarion down, just because I knew his was probably going to beat me when he had Death Hex going. We met in the middle. He got an 11 on his Death Hex, and I said, well, I guess I'm going to try for Boxcars. Didn't get it. My Morty lived with 2 wounds after that. And then, spread around the board. Next turn, he kills my Mortarion. Then I throw some Death Shrouds at Mortarion, keep him in the middle. Basically, I was just trying to keep him in the middle while I was going around the rest of the board, and that's kind of how I won, because I had board control to his Mortarion being stuck in the middle. And then Playcasters still do a bunch of mortal wounds, and I think they did probably 12 mortal wounds to him in one psychic phase or something like that.
Jesus.
All right, Ben dropped off. He said his wife needs him, so Ben is out for the rest of the night.
But that was definitely a fun game.
Who pulled the W?
I pulled the W, yeah.
Okay, just double checking, making sure. So.
Well, I went 4-1, not 3-2.
It's giving you shit. You're so sensitive tonight, man. All right, Dan. Game 5, top table, playing your dojo, buddy.
Yeah, so I played Cookie, and we've played this matchup a lot, so we kind of vaguely know how it goes. And he ended up going first, and he knows how to screen out. He literally spent time deploying his army to like figure out how to stop the bombs as much as possible, the kamikaze burner bombers. So he did he knew about that, but he went first. And at the end of his first turn, he killed one plane, and he picked up, I think it was 3 Met guns, and then he might have did something else. But it was above average from what normally happens in those games. So then I had my first turn, and I also had an above average first turn. I think I killed 2 palaces, a bunch of his Venatari, his sister squad, and then he made a mistake. He moved his Telemon in the middle, and then right next to his Telemon, he had his Terminator guys. So I charged my Super War Boss in there at both of them, and then I split attacks. That way he can't... if he wouldn't have done that, he could have put all the defensive buffs up and really screwed me over. But by doing that, I split attacks, because the 2 things that War Boss wants to kill are his Terminators and his Telemon. So I think I put 4 on the Terminators and 2 on the Telemon, and then he did the no re-rolls and stuff and Transhuman on the Terminators to keep him alive. I think I killed one of them, and then did some damage to I think I did 2 or 1 or 2 went through on the Telemon and damaged it, and then I just waited for him to kill me, which he did, and then I swung it again, all on the Telemon, who couldn't stop the re-rolls. So his Telemon, I think, goes down to like 6 wounds after that, which is pretty big. But it was like it was a very super bloody game. What kept him in it really was his Bite Captain. I didn't have a good shot a lot of the times to get damage on him, but when I did, it just wasn't doing anything. He kept making his invuls. Because we played that matchup enough, he knows how important it is to keep that guy alive. So he victored him, did the Victor of the Blood games, give him the extra reroll saves. So he didn't die, and then he got the Terminator Captain in my backlines and was picking up a lot of the Met guns. Yeah. But I mean, I think at the game really came down to his Terminator Captain, or not his Terminator Captain, his Bite Captain not dying, because he took Dominate, and then he took Direct Assault, and then he took Bring It Down. But on Dominate and Direct Assault, he kept basically he would have the middle, and then I would take it over somehow, either with moving Grotz in there or just killing him off of it, and then he would send his Bite Captain back to the middle to retake it from me. And his Bite Captain just kept him in the game basically pretty hard. But it was I think at the end of the game I didn't have very much left. A couple wounded buggies, and that might have been about, and then a couple of commandos or something. And he had maybe 3 Terminators and his 1 Captain left. Was about all he had left at the end of the game too. So ended up being 80 to me and 90 to him. So.
Nice. It's a close game. That's how top table should go at the end of the day. So, well, good, man. I congratulations, Cookie. You did well. You beat someone good, so it's well earned and well deserved. So he is the champion. Let's do some housekeeping, and we get the fuck out of here. I think Alex is somewhere else tonight. You good, Alex? Maybe. So he's not even responding. Okay.
Hey, Alex. I played something other than Eldar with my Death Guard, just so you know.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Lord Marshall events for the rest of February. There's a Free State gaming club up in Holton, Kansas on the 13th of February. Are you guys going to that?
No, I gotta watch the kid that day, and I don't know if any Outlanders are going to that one because Scott's got like Valentine's Day stuff going on, and
okay, so that's right. 27th February at Hero Complex Games Entertainment, Wichita, Kansas. The St. Catherine's Day Massacre. And then also the same day at the War Room in Memphis, Tennessee. There's a 2,000 point tournament. So then March is the Free State GT on the 6th and the 7th. I'll be at that one. Dilly, you going?
Be there. Yeah.
Duncan? Alex?
To the Tennessee?
No, the Free State one in Holton.
No.
Okay.
No, probably not, because Valentine's Day. I go TDY to Arizona.
No,
this is next day.
He's talking about the GT.
This is on the 6th and the 7th of March, so I think it's sold out.
I don't know. I can't commit that far out anyway.
Yeah. 20th of March, March Madness in Iowa, and at 27th of March back at Wizards ICT is the Shamrocks and Shenanigans RTT. Let's see if the Lord Marshall rankings changed at all. I think they might have, because Dan was pretty salty about them the other day when he's messaging me. So.
No, they didn't really. They tweaked a little bit. The way we do our points is just outdated.
Number 10 is Nick Hyatt. Number 9 is Kyle Thompson. Number 8, Ben Sherwin. Number 7, Carl Stark. Number 6, Dan Cornwell. Number 5, Scott Thompson. Look at that. Number 4, Sean Dilly. Number 3 is Cookie. Number 2 is Dan. And then number 1 is Nate Bates. So, club standings right now. 5th on the team is Flying Monkeys. Number 4 is 40KC. Number 3 is Rolling Sixes. Number 2 is the Warhogs. And number 1 is the Outlanders. So, the Outlanders are doing their thing this season. Can they be stopped before Halo? Dan and Cookie are on a terror across the Midwest, so we'll see how it winds up. But
I thought I'm just looking at the club. Am I looking at the wrong one?
I don't know.
No, I'm looking at the right one, but I thought they were only taking our top 2 scores.
Yeah, he might not have changed the algorithm. I'm just going with whatever's on there right now. So
yeah, doesn't look like it's been changed yet.
And so he might not have changed it. So I'm the and then there's team and or not team but faction rankings, but all over there, and we're not going to get into that on this podcast. So I do have to give a couple of shout outs. I got stuff that I'm mailing from last month's giveaways. Welcome aboard Dave Penfield, Corpus Scary, and Billy Elliott and RJ Harris into the Patreon. You guys will be entered in the drawings and all the shenanigans and the fun stuff from here on out. Appreciate you coming on board. I owe a lot of the patrons a shout out. We'll try and get that next episode. So there is the housekeeping. You can find us online. You can find us on YouTube. Listen however you want to listen. If you want to see the video of this podcast, if you're listening on iTunes, hop on over to YouTube. Subscribe and like to the channel. We're trying to grow the YouTube channel. Alex and I are probably going to start doing some battle reports to put up there. So that is in the works. So I'm trying to get the YouTube channel hyped up a little bit so we can do that down the road. So Duncan, any last words? Any last thoughts?
Got nothing.
Get down here on a Sunday so we can get some games, bud.
I do need to.
Yeah, do it.
You can come to KC on a Sunday too if you want some games.
Yeah, that's a bit of a drive.
Yeah,
but
I'd go with you.
Right.
I'd work it with you. Yeah. So Sean, last
If you
words.
guys want to do it, let me know. I'll set something up.
Okay. Sean, you got anything to
sign
add?
up for Bug Eater?
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Bug Eater.
Say Duncan needs to sign up for Bug Eater.
Oh yeah, Bug Eater.
Sign up for some tournaments.
Bug Eater. When is Bug Eater? May?
I think it's the first weekend of June, but I think I was talking to Warriors, and I think they'd already sold like 60 tickets.
Yeah, they're getting close, so if you want your ticket, you better get it.
Yeah, I got my ticket.
Yeah. I got my Bug Eater ticket
only thing I got... only thing I got is Show Me Showdown. July 10th and 11th. If you want to see me, sign up. I'll go to your table if you call Judge.
Okay.
Were you judging there?
Yeah.
Are you paint judging there?
Yeah,
No.
that's important.
I will not be paint judging.
If someone gives me a 4, there's
I
gonna
think
be a
one of the
rooftop
other.
shooter.
I think we got a 40KC guy, one of Nathan's friends, I think, doing that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it the same spot? It's not. It's a different spot, isn't it?
It's a different spot. The store by the airport, I think.
Yeah. So shout out to Nate Martin for finding a new spot on that. Dan, last words.
I just want Jakari to be good.
Yeah, I'm hoping that book's good. Honestly, I'm looking forward to that too. Alex. Nope. So hopefully Alex and I will get an RTT and a couple more games in before the end of the month.
Yeah,
So
probably so.
guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Hopefully for some more cool stuff for you guys. Remember, if wargaming was easy, it would be your mom. And hello, Patty. And Matt's alive. We talked to him today in case anybody's asking. I'm out.